Hello students, today I will tell you about the perfectly black body. In the previous video, I told you about the coefficient of reflection, coefficient of absorption and coefficient of transmission. And I told you that when the coefficient of reflection and transmission are 0, then the coefficient of absorption is equal to 1. In that case, the whole of the radiant energy falling on the surface of the body is completely absorbed by the body. Then it is called the perfectly black body. The body which absorbs the radiant energy falling on its surface completely is called perfectly black body. The radiant energy is neither reflected nor transmitted. By the body. It means that coefficient of reflection and transmission for the body are 0. For perfectly black body, the coefficient of absorption is 1. It means that A equal to 1. So whole of the radiant energy falling on the body is perfectly absorbed by the body. Then it is called the black body. And I told you earlier that black body does not mean a black color. It may be any kind of the body that can absorb the heat radiation. So for a body which absorbs the heat radiation completely, then it is called the perfectly black body. In our daily life, we can, though in our daily life there is no perfectly black body, there is no perfectly black body. But even there are some cases in which the bodies play a role of perfectly black body, and they absorb the energy up to 96 to 98% of the radiant energy. I take the example your ash. Ash is made of wood. When wood is burnt, then whatever ash is there, that is the perfectly black body. It absorbs uh, 96% of heat energy. And on the other hand, the lamp black काजल राख इसको हम कहते हैं लैम्प ब्लैक इट एब्जॉर्ब्स 98% of heat energy. So they absorb this ash and lamp black. They play a role just like a perfectly black body. Though this is not 100%, but this is the approximately 100%. So they can be called as the perfectly black body. Now in nature, black hole is what? That this is a dead star and its gravity is very high, density is very high, so because of that they absorb whatever energy is falling on the surface of this body, and they do not allow to pass the radiations, so they always absorb this kind they always absorb the radiations. So this black hole is a perfectly black body. That absorbs 100% heat radiation. Falling on it, on its surface. So for black hole, the coefficient of absorption is equal to 1. So this is the black hole in nature, that is the perfectly black body. So this is what I told you about the black body. Now when this concept came in the knowledge of the scientists, they thought that can we make a perfectly black body in our lab also? There are many scientists gave the different kind of black bodies, but they were not like this one. So there was one scientist named Ferry. He made a body which was equivalent to the black body. Now question is that what is the use of this black body? Actually what that when the radiations are coming from certain hot body, they have the knowledge of temperature, and they have the knowledge of energy distribution in the body. So we can know that what is the temperature there. So and also we can find that what will happen during the night or during the day. For example, we take the earth, or we take the sun or moon, or the Mars also, where the people are trying to go there. Then what will happen if we go there? Then how can we behave there, and how can we exist there? So is there any human life there? If it is so, then how can we stay there? So this is very true. We can find the nature of the radiation there, that whether it is the infrared or something else. So for this fact, we can estimate the temperature of the hot body. So now I am going to tell you the Ferry black body. Ferrys black body. It is a hollow sphere made of copper. Its inner surface is blackened and have a very fine hole on its surface. Just in front of hole there is a conically projection which avoids the direct reflection of radiant energy. So this is like this. Suppose this is a fine hole, and just in front of the fine hole there is projection. This is the hole O. Then its inner surfaces are blackened. These are the inner surfaces. So this is copper sphere. And this is the projection. And this is hole. So suppose there is a radiation coming to this, and then it is reflected and finally it is absorbed. This is the incident radiant energy. So this is the inner wall which are blackened. This is the projection. This is the hole just in front of this projection. When the heat radiation are allowed to enter in the body, it undergo a multiple reflection and finally it is absorbed. When the heat radiation enters the body through hole O, they go multiple reflection inside the body and finally absorbed by the body. When the body is heated up, it emits the radiations that it has absorbed. The study we can study the radiations of the body that were absorbed. So we can find the temperature of the body and how the energy distribution is there. So we can find information about this one. So this is the Ferrys black body. It behaves just like a perfectly black body because the heat radiations entering the body does not, they are only absorbed because of the multiple reflection. So the body absorbs the heat radiation, and when this body is heated up, then whatever the heat radiation were absorbed by this, they are emitted by the Ferrys body, and we can study the radiations with the help of the spectrum that can be obtained by means of the rock salt prism. So you like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you.